welcome back to Sunsoars Gaming. So, we're actually going to start off today with the STRVK, and we're going to do this on one of my favourite maps that there is. Now, this is one of the easiest tanks to ace in World of Tanks Blitz at the moment. I mean, this thing for tier 10, I mean, yeah, it's way too easy to ace. Anyway, we're here, and we're going to show you why this thing is so easy to ace. The RNG on this tank is sporadic. It'll work for you one match, it will hate you the next, and that's exactly what we're going to see here. Now, even with RNG that works against you, you will get masteries in this tank at the moment, currently. Now, at the start of this fight, I called for my mates to come this way. They didn't want to come this way, they wanted to go to town. That object could have been punished. If the other heavies had to come this way with me, it could have been over for that guy. He would have lost at least half his hit points. So he gets very lucky that my team did not want to do what I wanted them to do. However, here, Vineyards, hull down tank, standard positioning, middle of the map, and you're going to see I'm just going to get all of the cross shots that I possibly can in here. Even this other STRVK, he's gone town. Now, in a hull down tank, you don't want to go town. It's silly. As you saw, that guy was butter for me. I put shells right through him like he wasn't even there. Now, I'm watching my minimap because, as you can see, the guys that went town didn't actually commit to town. They stayed on the outside. We've got a couple of guys trying to sit up at B, trying to cap that. Well, I mean, they've capped it. They just haven't moved. And my team is being very static, except for these guys that are under the bridge trying to pressure this 907. And that 907, he's not giving up position. He has support in the background. These guys can't push under the bridge too easily. But I'm just going to continue working this space here because these tanks keep wanting to cross town, and that's just free damage for me. We're going to, now that they've all sort of crossed that middle line in town, we're going to push over here. We can't get the shell on the one shot there, but we can push in here and just push this guy out into our teammates. Let them get the damage. I think he finally realizes I'm not letting him back up. He pulls out, and he's still alive. I don't understand teams these days. I don't know why it's taken that many tanks that long to clear a one shot, but we're going to pick up the leopard, and then well, they've finally got that guy. Now, the TD that's back here, I totally forget he exists, guys. And this is what I mean about RNG. Like, I've caught fire, I'm down to a very juicy one shot for that TD, and I get stupid lucky. Look at the hit points that he's left me with, and I don't know if he's got lag and I was just his lucky shot of the match, or if he's just given up, but he's gone now, and RNG was on my side there. If he had high rolled or anything like that, I'd be out of the game. And again, just that guy in the STRV, not knowing his tank, not knowing what he should do. I'm a one shot for an HE round, and he did not clear me. He decided to fire premium, well, standard ammunition at my hatch, and it's just not the smartest idea, guys. If you got a one shot tank like this injured, just fire HE. Now, he fires HE that time, but unfortunately my track eats it right up. We get another shot into him. I do still have teammates behind me, but I'm still a one shot, and I've got to be very, very patient right here. Now, my guys have managed to control town because, well, I was helping them out with town. And that's the thing, like, if you go town, you're stuck in town. That's your battle. If you come out of town, you can shoot town and support the field. Don't go town on this map, guys. There is no point unless you're on supremacy like this and you actually have a full team working together. Vineyards, guys, don't go town. But the RNG from my gun was pretty good that match. We got 4,837 damage, got the golden archers, the big dub there, the ace mastery, and we'll move right on to the next match. But before we do that, let's just have a quick look at how the team done. Now, granted, that T110E5, he was in town, and the E75, he was one of the two that was trying to push under the bridge. So, stellar job from those two guys. All in all, the team done a pretty decent job overall, except for those last two little tanks, but medium light tank that didn't do their jobs. Like, go right out to the ruins, be good. And our next match here, we are on Dead Rail. Now, this is going to show you just how bad RNG can completely screw you in a match on this tank. Don't get me wrong, this is another ace mastery, and this is another one of those maps that I actually enjoy. A lot of people hate this map here, but the reason I enjoy this is because even though you've got your heavy side of the map and your light tank side of the map, you know, both sides, while fighting for the respective side, can still support the other side, and it comes down to just team gameplay on this map, and that's why I like it. I mean, teams suck, but there we go, we're missing our first shell, we're bounced to. Now, the turret on this tank is super strong. It's like having the Conqueror hull down, you know. It's a very decent hull. Well, it's a very decent turret. Sorry guys, not a hull. The hull on this thing is stupid weak, but we don't get a single shot into the enemy team at all. Like, there we go, we've missed 3 rounds now. We haven't even bounced those, they've just straight up missed. And we're going to keep going for that hatch. Look, we missed the hatch, but we finally hit the target. We got to bounce. So we're going to sit here, we're going to keep trying. Our guys up on the top of the hill to our left are doing a stellar job. It looks like they're pushing the enemy back and off the hill, which is good. Our guy down bottom there, he seems to be holding his own against the E100, and I'm just trying not to. What was that? Guys, if you want to take pause on, like, just go back, pause for a second. That shell was outside the reticle and hit the E5's gun mantlet. That's how bad RNG is on this tank. However, we have a juicy FV4005 at the back there, and this is where our luck changes. We're slapping in the HE shells, and we're just going to keep dropping shells into this guy. We're going to ignore the E5, because obviously Wargaming doesn't want us shooting at that guy yet. So we're just going to shoot all his buddies in the background, support our mediums coming down off the hill, and let's go for this shot again, see if it works for us. And that time, that's what the other shot was supposed to do. So yeah, RNG on this tank, not the greatest. It will do what it wants to when it wants to, and you have no say in it whatsoever. Otherwise, this tank is stupid accurate. I mean, when it is on the move firing like you just saw, it hits its targets. But if you're trying to aim up, yeah, no, you've got a 50-50 chance of hitting what you want. Half the time your shells are not going to go there. This E100 looks like he's given up, and we're just going to farm damage. Let's make sure no one behind us is going to kill us. They're not, because they're all dead now, and we're just going to farm the rest of the damage off this E100 here, guys. But I hope you guys can see just how tragic the RNG of this tank is. It's a great tank. I actually really freaking love this tank, and it won't surprise me if we see a lot of these coming up in tournaments in place of like the crans and that sort of stuff. Anyway, 3,600 damage there, another golden arches, ace mastery. Thank you guys for coming along, watching my first proper video back since forever ago. And remember, stay safe, use cover. Cheers.